May the good Lord bless you all today. I just only want you to understand my difficulties and my way forward. I'm busy now calling the military police in Samosa. Good day. Hi, Saj, how are you? I'm alright. You are speaking to Lieutenant Commander Sylvester Mangolele. Yes, I am calling in connection with my attendance to court on the 10th of November and request transport to that effect.
Can you call with the commander today, please? Can I take the number so that I can give it to the commander?
Okay. That's 084 084
084 commander
835
835
9161.
9161.
Yes.
You are Lieutenant Commander
Mangolele.
Mangolele.
Yes.
Very much for
Okay, dear.
I'll let you know you call it.
God bless.
Oh, Commander,
Yeah, Bo?
do you have his number?
No, I don't have his number.
Okay, we have to tell she said we can call him individual.
Okay, let
Can I
me,
give it to you? Don't mind.
yeah, let me see if I can write it. Yeah, what's the number?
071 Commander
071
910
910
8419
84119.
19.
071 910 8419.
Yes, 849.
And it's Lieutenant Commander
Okay.
Mtembu. Mutembu or Mtembu?
Okay. MT8
Okay, Mike Tango Hotel,
Echo
Echo Mike Bravo
Bravo
uniform.
Umbrella.
All right. No, thank you then.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Bye. So that is done. We will call the commander on his number 071 910 and 8419. Let's speak to him and hear what he needs to say. Hi, Commander, how are you? I am surviving with the grace of God. Yes. I'm calling you in connection with our constitution before and relative to this thing. I'm having a problem with transport to come to court. And then I've been having a problem with the officer commanding of Naval College to to constitute with her in terms of section 34 and read with section 101 of the Defense Act, as we wanted to do before we were interrupted by you taking me to Simonstown. So I will. Hmm?
What is it that you want to discuss?
Exactly what is happening. If we constitute, it's exactly what you see on the videos. I will send you the respective links. I just got your number from your office. It's like now I'm making a video talking to my son, 18-year-old son, telling my son that my son, I went to the people who serve and defend the country and its people in accordance with the Constitution and the law for them to fulfill this obligation.
Yeah.
Yes, and then they are refusing in any aspect because that is the reality that I'm having. So the whole thing, Mokyohore, like now, you saw I had to pay 500 rand bail.
Yeah.
I wanted us to constitute at Gordons Bay, where the highest discipline of the land comes from, and call this civilian magistrate that when you say a person who does not have salary for the past 5 years must either pay money which he does not have, what do you mean? And he needs to explain himself in accordance with the constitution and the law. And it's like now, when you understand what is happening, it's such that everything is happening to ensure that I do not have my inalienable rights. Like now, what I wanted to show the officer commanding of Gordons Bay, it's like, you see, the courts, they expect me to be without my right for food and water from then until the 10th. I must starve. And every time when you say no, go make a plan and find money somewhere for you to entertain this monster, you are diffusing the first value, which is human dignity. It's indignity for an officer to be going around asking people for money. And in order to serve this thing, it's like, no, I'm being treated like a slave. Or you don't come to Simonstown unless you come to court. It's like a master is calling me. And I don't like that. I'm being honest with you. I do not obey a manifestly legal order not to be without your right for food and water. It's like that. Into it's such that now I went to Gordons Bay, and the state employed resources to ensure that I don't constitute with the officer commanding of Gordons Bay, and then now redirected me to this thing. So, Kere, okay, let the state now ensure that I am able to come and be at the court as it should be. Because that's their will. Now it's not my will. Because all that I've said in court and in a video, I will clearly show it to you. That thing, I was arrested there, Kakadi 25, it's April. And then there were appearances. I appeared on the 26th of April at the High Court first. Kero, I want a High Court. Now, when I want to enforce discipline at a military unit for my DD1, that I want to show you as the court to come out relative to my discharge, I'm being arrested. The court, because these people are a scheme, they just only allowed you, I go to jail and follow that court. Now we have nothing to do with you or what. And then I said, okay, I see what is happening here. It's the two courts playing me up and down like a ping pong. I said, let me employ my own right, section 3530, as an accused person of the Constitution. It gives you a right to appeal to a higher court. I said this law or conduct of these courts is inconsistent with the Constitution, and then I took that to the Supreme Court of Appeal. When you do that, you follow a certain law. It's section 18.5. You must lodge with the registrar of the higher court. That's all you can do.
Yeah, but now tell me, what is the outcome of the appeal?
The outcome of the appeal is not being heard. I'm telling you, that's why I'm saying here, if you read section 34 correctly, the section 34, it reads, everyone has a right to have any dispute that can be resolved by the application of law decided in a fair public hearing before a court, or, where appropriate, another independent and impartial tribunal or forum. Now, at Gordons Bay, I am looking for an independent and impartial tribunal or forum that will call the courts. Hore courts, why is this member being forced to be without his right for food, his right to human dignity? Because the courts, Bona, as it is, it's like, nah, I'm okay, I'm alive, I have money for transport to come to it, and I'm not coming to court without transport of the state fetching me. I will not ask for money to any other person to try and then attend that which I am busy trying to attend to at Gordons Bay. I am taking the courts before the military tribunal. Remember, these people are civilians. We are soldiers.
But listen, my brother.
Mm.
Let us be straightforward. That is impossible.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Everything that needs to happen, just follow the law. If you can read the law.
No, I'm not disputing what you're saying, but what I'm saying it's incorrect. Remember, a court cannot be subjected to a military tribunal.
It can. Anyone, you know, the reason why there's a trial, ne? The reason why they say there's a trial, it's three people. It's the court, it's the accused, it's the prosecution.
Yes.
They are discussing a matter that is common to them. Between the prosecution and the accused, there's equality. I am equal to the prosecution. Between the accused and the judge, there is equality. I am equal to the judge. Between the judge and the prosecution, there is equality. That forms around a triangle. That is why a judge's oath of office is to be faithful to the republic. It is their oath of office. And then, yes, and then when I tell you, Hore, I'm not convicted on or before 8th of August 2018, be faithful to the republic in that regard. You make me pay money.
Well,
Yes.
you see, the officer commanding of Naval College College,
Mm.
there is no way that she can now instruct a court to come and listen to her.
You see, when you act in terms of Section 34, when you act in accordance with those terms, there is every way. When you don't act in accordance with those terms and act in accordance with another force that is not those terms, there is no way.
Yeah, but you know what is the problem?
Mm.
I spoke to the officer commanding Naval College.
Mm.
She said to me, she has suggested that if you have any matter, you refer your matter to flag officer.
Mm-mm. She told the secretary that when I called the secretary saying, Secretary, the secretary said, no, the officer commanding is not available. I said, the officer commanding is on duty 24/7. She's available. Said, no, go to a flag officer, flag officer fleet. I said, hey, listen, I know the office and number of flag officer fleet. I know the direction to the office of flag officer fleet, and that is not where I'm going. Where I am at is this number 0217874901 that I called. You are the secretary. You understand? I called the secretary of Naval College. All officers in the Navy, including flag officer fleet, learned discipline there. All of them, all of us, we learned discipline there, and then we have an issue of discipline here. Because the issue of discipline here is such that the code is not being applied. There's no DD1 to the effect that I must not enter any military unit. There is no DD1 to the effect that I am being accused for offensive behavior. There is no first document. It's not there. And when we fail as the highest discipline to ensure that discipline is taught in accordance with the Constitution and the law to the people, and they're trying to run away and say, it's not my function, it's not my function. I know all the functions of everybody. That's why I went to the roots of discipline. And the roots of discipline, the word discipline, is there in Gordons Bay. It's not in the FOB's office. It's not in the Chief of the Navy's office. And the officer commanding of Gordons Bay is entrusted with the duty to train all people. You can still get dynamic training even today. And when you say, okay, here is a member of the Defense Force, or here is a citizen saying, let us train people to say in national prayer, let us live and enjoy and not live and strive. This is what is happening. And this is discipline. You are highest discipline. I am highest discipline. She is highest discipline. We must be seen to be disciplined. Don't think that I am stupid, not knowing what is happening in the courts, who is who. I know the job of a judge like the back of my hand. A judge ran away in Simonstown on the 2nd of June last year When I asked that judge playing dumb with me, I said, Judge, read section 1652 of the Constitution. It will tell you that the courts are independent and subject only to the Constitution and the law, which they must apply impartially and without fear, favor, or prejudice. Now, apply section 27 of the Constitution that says I must have sufficient food and water from now until the date where you expect me to come back. I get it, you are making me a fool. I know you are making me a fool, or I will postpone, will postpone, will postpone, will postpone. He's a fool, this one. He does not know that the court is there to enforce his rights.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Now, the reason for your call today,
the reason for my call was to request transport for that to Simonstown for this court. Or I'm not coming at all. I'm not lying to you. I'm not gonna pick up a phone, call any person saying, please give me money to go to Simonstown. I'm not. I'm being honest.
when is your court reading?
It's on the 10th, so they say. We are only waiting for transcripts. The transcripts that I know that they are not there. The courts, that court, it does not record its proceedings. That's another failure that is affecting the country and its people that we serve and defend in accordance with the Constitution and the law. That's why I went to the highest discipline to say, hey, let's discipline these civilians. They are playing mind games here. And I am not here to play mind games. And I only follow when the law says people must enjoy freedom. That's what must happen. Why must people struggle for freedom when the law says they must enjoy freedom? And we act as if we are dumb. We act as if it's impossible. Because we fear anybody or somebody. Everyone is equal before the law. Flag Officer Fleet is equal before the law. He has a right to come to Gordons Bay and say, Mangolele, I'm constituting with you in terms of section 34, and then this is what I am saying. It comes from this section, it comes from that section. He must show discipline as a leader. He must lead by example. I'm not scared of equal persons before the law. I am tired of equal persons before the law acting as if they are the supreme law. You go to work every day to respect, protect, promote, and fulfill the rights in the Bill of Rights. That's your menu. You don't go to work to sell KFC. KFC, they have their menu. They tell people in their menu, streetwise 2 kebukana, and then ice cream, it's this much. Rona, we tell people in our menu, Hore South Africa is one democratic state, sovereign state, founded on the following values. Human dignity is number one of them. You carry it on your shoulders. That's our menu.
Okay, let's just cut the long story short.
Mm.
So, you say you want transport from the military police?
Correct. From the state.
From the state,
Yes.
my brother, it's possible it cannot happen.
It happened. And it happened and it will happen. If you serve and defend the country and these people in accordance with the Constitution and the law.
Let us see now, because remember, if you're not picked up wherever you are, don't come to court. What does the court do? It's your responsibility to make your
Yeah, but responsibly so, as a sane person, as a sensical person, as a logical person. Where do you expect Mangolele to get money to come to Simonstown?
Yeah, but you cannot ask me that, Mr. Mangole. That you must ask the court.
No, the court knows.
Yeah, you see, the court knows.
And the court disrespects my rights.
What is going to happen is that I can tell you,
Mm.
if the case comes and you're not there in court, what is the court going to do? The court
It's going to
is gonna
dispatch a
warrant-
vehicle to come and collect me and arrest me. The thing that I'm asking it to do, dispatch a vehicle. Remember, the court is the state. You are the state. You understand?
They don't want to dispatch a vehicle to come and arrest you this time. This time they'll issue a warrant and then the warrant will be circulated again.
It's okay, but the whole thing, Kyohore, in the event where that warrant was valid and then has been circulated in accordance with proper channels, with discipline, I would have been arrested long time ago because I'm not running away. I have a cell phone. I'm a social person. I'm not running away from any person. That is why I'm
The
saying,
first step of non-appearance, what will happen?
you know, it's an issue horrible. I went to court. I told the court, I exercised my right in terms of Section 3530 of the Constitution and the law at Section 18 of the Superior Courts Act. I did that. That's what I did. For following the law, I had to pay 500 rand for just following the law.
Yeah,
Why
but
would we cease? And then these people, they know because I served them with the appeal. I cannot. It's like when as my boss, we disagree, and then I must inform you, Hori boss, I don't see eye to eye with you on this. I'm taking it to your next boss. I must tell you, I cannot do it behind your back. I can't do it behind your back. I must tell you straight, boss. I am taking this matter above to your boss. The same matter. I'm taking it to your boss because I'm not happy in by the law or conduct that you are doing. And I am not happy. And I'm not scared of anything. If you want to arrest me for this particular truth, so be it. Because it is a thing here we are working in the opposite. People who don't want to respect, protect, promote, and fulfill the rights in the Bill of Rights are being paid a salary. Now a person who is respecting, protecting, promoting, and fulfilling the rights in the Bill of Rights, I am being treated in a cruel, inhumane manner. Why would we see so? So again, when I talk it to your principal that, and then I shall forward you this thing, Leona, where we are talking. This is what we are discussing. Now I'm tired of living a lie. I will not live a lie. Hore ke ilo kopa somebody tšhelete, hore ke ye ko Simon's Town Court like I'm a slave. I'm not a slave. I'm a person, a senior officer, just like you, commissioned, and only the president can cancel my permanent commission for any person to call me a mister. And until such time, when the president calls me to come and show cause, why must I not cancel your permanent commission in terms of Section 54 3A of the Defense Act? Why? Tell me why. That is only the time when I would agree for any other person to call me a mister. Just like you, it's a permanent. The term permanent, it's permanent. The permanent commission that you are having on your shoulders. And there's only one way to remove it. Why would we say so? It's not through hearsay or anything like that. But
actually, at what you call at 10 past 2, I was supposed to answer this advocate or phone him. So I have his visual number.
yeah,
Number you
this
can contact you on.
yes, this is my number.
We'll communicate on this number.
All right, my
We'll
brother.
communicate on this number.
Shalom. God bless.
Shalom.
So it is that reality, and then it is true that transparency must be fostered by providing the Republic with timely, accurate, and accessible information as obligated in terms of Section 1951G of the Constitution. I have just fulfilled that particular obligation. And I done that in terms of Section 16 of the Constitution. So please understand that we are doing things in accordance with the Constitution and the law, and everything is above board. And then I have had my say. I understand it to be true that many people don't understand the discipline of left, right, where you follow one term to another term, another term, another term. When we say in terms of Section 34, it means that we read everyone has a right to have any dispute that can be resolved by the application of law before a fair public hearing in a court, or where appropriate, another independent and impartial tribunal or fora. Full stop. So Gordons Bay is where I am looking for another independent and impartial tribunal or fora. It is where all naval officers learn discipline, including flag officer, fleet, including any other person. that is equal before the law. And any other person who's got any other dispute to resolve by the application of law is more than welcome to come in terms of Section 34 of the Constitution and the law at Section 101 of the Defense Act, and let us fulfill those obligations, perform them diligently and without delay. For the national anthem affects all people, it affects everyone else. Good people, let us do the things that must be done. I will try and call the master at arms, but then that will take effect in another video because this one is long and many people are like, it's 27, I'm not going to listen to it, and they miss the reality of the truth. And then I understand that particular issue with regards to many people that don't want to concentrate on the truth for a very long time, because the truth hurts, and at times it is the only thing that can set you free. They say, tell the truth and nothing but the truth and be free. God bless you, Papa.